said, I'll tell you all the story about the joker and the thief. I said, that was all about the joker and the thief in the night.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Minnesota Vikings. 4 quarters between one of these teams and a spot in the Super Bowl. The NFC Championship is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, well, you can't do it better than that.
47-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Completed right side to Addison. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. All set to go now from the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
It's got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. He's going to run for it. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long it might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Back to the well again. No one's around him. He's got space. He's still going at the 30. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
Here we go. 319, can I see that?
From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Well, bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
319, that's another.
And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. We break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go, son. 551, go. Right.
And this one won't be caught. Well, we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run here following the penalty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Back to the line they come. 2nd down.
Here we go. 222.
Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Play action, McCarthy. Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. And he is down inside the 35-yard line.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
So flip the field, folks. It's 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory now. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Forced out to his right. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That may not look like much on tomorrow's grade sheet. It'll just be an S for satisfactory. But that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. Hawkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Here's a screen set for Pacheco. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on fourth down. Will Reichert headed out. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
A lot of them, they make it look automatic. When you get this deep, those field goals are all from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 319, just that.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable to create space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Here we go, son. Turn around, son.
Blown back, gets the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Commanders.
We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's a 10-0 ball game. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Fields. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Vikings have the football at what looks to be the 37-yard line. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
And he gets a few on the punch forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, McCarthy. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch can still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
3rd and long for him here. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. He got away with one.
McCarthy throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They dial up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set high.
Here's the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
222.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And they make the tackle at the 38. A pickup of 17. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First down, Washington.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go. 258. You see us up?
Motion a receiver left. Play action now. It's Fields. It is caught left side. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
319. That's not.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain.
Here we go, son. 319. That's up.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields escapes the pocket. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Another throw for Fields. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. The effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and the quarterback will find you again.
319. That's right.
And he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders start to fight back with their 1st points of this game. This is Trujillo trying to point after.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders cut it to a field goal game.
Commanders 7.
The Commanders take a timeout. It's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return coming from the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Just a minute, 59 seconds remaining in our first half of football. It's the Vikings holding the lead at U.S. Bank Stadium. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Now McCarthy has a man, Justin Jefferson. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll throw. 3rd and long. He drops this down to Pacheco underneath. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That's the line. He's going to run for it. McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
A first down carry for Pacheco. And that's only 1 yard up the middle, but then we 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Jefferson brings it in on the slant. He takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings make it a 10-point ball game. Set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw Fields. Good strike downfield to Lane. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Here we go, son.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Fields on 1st down. He's going deep. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Vikings have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception yet another one count.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. 3rd time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. Check down complete to Pacheco. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. He'll throw it. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
First and 10. Here's Fields. On the move, headed right. And they pick him off again. And the Vikings do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Don't jump, ready? 319, right there.
Hand off to the back. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here we go, son. 319, get that.
Play action, Fields. He has the first over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe, but starts pushing into Vikings territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Tight end going in motion here. Shotgun snap to Fields. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Fields on 3rd. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And they get this down to the 28. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Got that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 39.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Keeps himself upright. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders cut it to a field goal game. Wow, still a full quarter left and down only a score, but here comes an onside kick. This is covered by the Vikings hands team. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Taken in by Felton left side. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's his man, Felton. And he's got him down to the 30 before going out. Give him 5 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. He's got it in the red zone. And he has the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings making a 9-point advantage. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
player content with one end zone trip in a game?
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Man in motion here. 1st down throw for Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
The give here on 2nd. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tempo.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Third down, they need 7.
Here we go, son. 319, guys.
To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing we see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They do snap it. Here's Fields. Chased out to his right. And they pick him off again. And the Vikings take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
3rd and goal for McCarthy. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings take a 3-possession lead.
Commanders 14.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. 3-9,
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This is the tight end. So that's second down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
From the 24 once again, it's second and 10.
don't jump. Ready? 3-19, guys, what?
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. So that delay backs them up 5. Now second and 15 to go.
Here we go, sir. 258, we see that.
Running it after the penalty. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 3-19, guys, what?
Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. The Commanders with it, facing the end of their postseason as they trail. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 58, we see that.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Buys time, rolling right. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Here we go, sir. Right.
Running back sent in motion. Desperation time here. He's trying to go deep again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Byron Murphy picks it.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Right back to Pacheco. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, and they go right back to it. His charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. A counter give here to Pacheco. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You know, the defenses in the league today, they have to be so reactive. They have to be so twitchy. But this was a good job by that front. Yeah, they reacted initially, but then they showed the burst, the quickness, the pursuit defensively to limit that counter gain to less than 5.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throw here, 3rd down. That one's caught by Jefferson. He's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Right there. Let's go.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And they'll surrender just a little yard. That brings up 2nd down. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings, well, they could probably just run away and hide. To the line here, 2nd and 9. It's Pacheco again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Down, line to gain 9 yards out. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that brings up 4th and long. The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. McCarthy throwing on 4th down. Pushes it toward the sideline, and he has it. Feet are inbounds. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the first down, too.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Now a handoff for Pacheco. Some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. It's inside the 10. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings make it a 24-point ball game. Set to kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
Here we go. Green 19, just one. Right.
Back to work after throwing the pick. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up second down.
And he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Green 19, that's right. That's right.
Throwing again on second down. Fields forced out to his right. Pulled in by Sinnott along the sideline. They've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he sent out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, with some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
So first down from the 41.
No muss, no muss. Here we go. Right.
Fields out of the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Headed out right. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Misses. Caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7. The timeout's taken now as we have one, possibly two snaps remaining in this ball game. 4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
Here we go. Green 19, just go.
They'll try and punch it in. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Tackle made at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up.
So it's a win for the Vikings. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas Trophy as NFC champions. And now just one step and one trophy remain. 2 weeks from now when they take the field in the Super Bowl. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.